What is going on? It is the Bronx Prince, and I'm here with When Hell Freezes Over, the SWF pay-per-view. And in an abysmal pre-show match, Ernest Youngman defeated Matty Faith in 12:55 by pinfall with the hit. Segment only got 33 because Matty Faith broke his ribs. Ernest Youngman was off his game as well as Matty Faith, and they don't click, so it made for an awkward bout. I am telling you guys right now, I made the main event the triple threat #1 contenders match over the world title match because I think over the last 2 episodes I built that one into a more important match, and I also think that it will perform better. Yeah, Matty Faith sustained broken ribs. Just make sure it wasn't a botch, hopefully. Robbie Retro defeated Makutsi in 13-18 by pinfall with the murder on the dance floor. He's still in a funk, that's why he's on the pre-show. I'm going to try to knock him out of that. Apparently, after reading his bio, he got arrested in the year 2018 with a DUI. And he's been... It says his career has stalled, so I'm hoping that very, very soon the 2 years run up. And he's out of the funk, because I really enjoy his... I really enjoy him, and he's really good in the ring. Or maybe the 2 years started as soon as the game started. Who knows? It's anywhere between 2 months and 2 years. So I'm hoping that it runs up soon, and I'm hoping that it doesn't last 2 years if it doesn't run up soon. In About That Head, decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Randy Unleashed defeated ZWB in 13-23 by pinfall by using underhand attacks. A 75 rated match, and they don't click, which is weird because they're brothers and they teamed with it for like 12 years. You'd think that they'd do good together. That's okay. I could do with a 75 for their next 2 matches because they're probably gonna wrestle at the next 2 pay-per-views too. Or less, depending on how bad the second match does. And if the second match does bad, I'll probably make the blow-off match on a normal TV show. Randy celebrates on the ramp after cheating. This is far from over. Segment rating of 80. The following contest is a #1 contenders match for the SWF Tag Team Champions between the Awesomeness and the Dallas Cowboys. 68 rating. The Dallas Cowboys defeated the Awesomeness in 18-12 when Ranger pinned Jefferson Stardust in an 80 rated match. That's very impressive, and it probably would have gotten higher if Huey Cannonball wasn't off his game. That's very impressive. That is very impressive for a tag team match. I had the Dallas Cowboys go over because Fame and Money, they're a heel team. I just realized that I was sitting farther away from my mic than normal, so if the rest was quiet, I'm sorry. But anyway, the Dallas Cowboys are faces, and Fame and Money are heels, and they're the tag team champions. So Valiant is backstage and says, "I've worked my ass off to get to the top, and after tonight, I will go on to face whoever the champion may be, and I will once again be on top of the mountain." And About That Had good heat and decent wrestling. Brandon James defeated Mikey Lau in 12:59 by pinfall with a big money move. During the match, Chrissy Angel attacked Lau. Mikey Lau to 72, so did Brandon James. Match probably would have gotten higher if Brandon James wasn't off his game. Solid performances so far on this pay-per-view. Remo was backstage stretching and doing warm-up workouts, getting ready for the big triple threat match. Des Davids and Lenny Brown. In a decent match, Des Davids defeated Lenny Brown in 12:52 by pinfall with the quarterback sack. Des Davids make defense number 3 of his SWF North American title. Got a 78. Des Davids with a 72. Hopefully a future world champion. He's 35. So within the next 2 years, hopefully, as long as he's injury-free. Des Davids throws Lenny out of the ring, and he drags him to the top of the ramp and power bombs Lenny off the ramp, and Lenny is stretchered out. So he's basically still upset about being pinned by Lenny, and he's putting Lenny out of action. And about that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Fame and Money defeated Hawaiian Crush in 12:32 when Paul Huntington pinned Akuma with High Society. I probably shouldn't have told you that I picked the Dallas Cowboys because Fame and Money are heels, because then it wouldn't have made any sense for them to have lost their belts in this match. So if I wouldn't have told you that, you guys might not have known that they would keep the belts, but it is what it is. 74, not bad at all. Rogue is putting his wrist tape, and he cracks his neck as he's prepared for the main event. And about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Hollywood Bret Starr defeated Angry Gilmore in 1822 by pinfall with a Hollywood Hammer. Angry Gilmore had a 74. Bret Starr had a 70 and 80 rated match. Bret Starr's doing really well so far in this save for these 3 shows so far. Bret Starr walks over to Angry Gilmore, who was crawling towards the ropes. Bret Starr makes a finger gun and points it at Angry Gilmore and pulls the trigger, signifying he has put Old Yeller down. In a superb match, Rocky Golden defeated Scythe in 14:55 by countout. I made it by countout because I feel like Scythe isn't quite ready to lose, but I know that I want to keep the belt on Rocky Golden for now. So I figured Rocky Golden could win via countout, which I'm glad, because 79, it could have been the countout, but it's also the match, so because of lack of selling on display, and I was going to make it a 20-minute match, but my road agent said that Scythe didn't have the stamina for that, so I actually shortened it. So I'm hoping that I don't have to shorten it even more, because I feel weird having like a 10-minute world title match. Normally I'd say at least 20. Rocky Golden sits with the belt, disappointed at the countout victory. The lights go out, and Scythe disappears. And about that had great heat and good wrestling. Valiant defeated Remo and Rogue in 23:08 when Valiant pinned Rogue with a V-split. I'm sorry about the little space there. I saw the red, and I kind of read it a little. I read it. So this match would have done a whole lot better had it been shorter, and Valiant seemed off his game. A 78 and an 83 and a 75 from 3 of our biggest main event stars. Not bad at all. I'm glad I made it the main event. It was only 3 points higher, but the main event has a lot to do with how good the rating is, so I'm not mad. We are going to do a face versus face at the next pay-per-view when Valiant faces Rocky Golden for the SWF World Heavyweight Champion. So yeah, I think that match would have done better had it been a little bit shorter. But in 82, Valiant, who was off his game, might have even scored an 80 if he wasn't. Maybe more if the match hadn't drifted, if it wasn't long enough, or it wasn't too long, sorry. And then Valiant celebrates to become a number 1 contender for the SWF World Heavyweight Champion after pinning the constant thorn in his side, Rogue. In 86 to finish the show, I'm thinking this show's got to at least pull like an 83 or an 84, I think. Yeah, an 83. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad at all. The matches itself were really good. In fact, I think the lowest match was the 74 rated. Yeah, the 74 rated on the main show at least. The lowest match was the 74 rated tag team title match. So I'm not mad. The main event would have done better had, I should have looked at the selling, because if the selling's so low, there will be times like that. So I should have looked at that and made it like 5 or 6 minutes shorter to have the match be the best it could be. But yeah, that's been When Hell Freezes Over, and I'll see you guys for the 3rd episode of SWF Supreme TV. It's been the Bronx Prince, and I'm out.